Hello guys, this is C-CICH and I'm back with another video. Just wanted to showcase this little machine here, the Dxophiex automatic fish feeder. I bought this little thing here because I'm planning on going on vacation and I wanted to take care of my wet pets when I'm not there. So yes, in this video I'll show you how I test this machine. I'll show you the manual, show you all I can about this little machine. I'm not sponsored or anything by this company, just thought that I'll do a little review because it's worked so great for me. It's so accurate and it's reasonable. I'll send you a link to Amazon where you can get it and you could tell me what you think about it. Okay, so this is the back side of the box, the rear view. It's a little misleading because it says Wi-Fi, but this is not the Wi-Fi version. They use the same box, whether it's Wi-Fi or standard, and in the next clip you will see that standard is checked off. AF 2020 standard is checked off. So they use the same box to whether it's a Wi-Fi version or the standard version. Okay, here we have the right side of the box, showing you some features of this nice little feeder from Dxophiex. Right, and you can see that AF 2020 standard is checked off, like I said. Okay, we are at the left side of the box, and we are talking here about the features here, these 4 pictures that you see. Talking about the feeding amount is adjustable. It also fits over open aquariums, also aquariums with hoods, sorry. And we got 4 buttons here. The one on the top is a manual feed. You can use that to test the amount that you want to be dispersed. The second one is the 24-hour setting, once a day automatic setting. The third one is the 12-hour setting. And the fourth is 8-hour setting. Every 8 hours if you want to feed your fish like 3 times a day. Right? Personally, I went with the 24-hour setting because I feed my fish once a day when I'm in town or when I'm home. So that's the setting that I personally chose. This is everything that comes in the box. You got the manual, you got the unit itself with 2 feeders, one for a small amount of food and the other one for a larger amount of food, depending on the size of your tank and its inhabitants. You also got the different fittings for whether you have a tank with a hood or not, or open top. And you get the USB cord, but you don't get the block, the charging block that is on the top right of the picture. That's the only thing. In this photo we get a good look at the manual. Tells you everything you need to know about setting up this great little feeder. This is the other side of the manual. Very detailed, very simple also. This is a close-up of the unit itself, showing the different operating buttons. This here is a little setup I had. I was using this to test the unit before I set it up to go on vacation. So I kept I let it run for a couple days, a few days actually, to see how much food it would discharge before I put it on the tank. So that's what that is that you're looking at there. Also, as you guys already know, I have 2 tanks, so the feeder in the photo above, that one I used on the 75-gallon tank. And I should mention that I did buy 2 of these feeders, right? One is for the 75-gallon, the other one is for the 10-gallon. So you're looking at the setup here for the 75-gallon tank. Just thought I'd mention that. This is just a look at the amount of food that's being dispersed to feed the 75-gallon tank once a day. I kept testing and testing every day for a few days, and it seemed to be pretty accurate every time. This is just another view. I actually poured it in my hand just to take a good look at it, as if I was feeding them manually. How do you like these apples? 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. Manual test. Testing for vacation. A friend of mine gave me this great idea to get some plexiglass, which I got from Home Depot, to make a temporary top to use with the feeder when I go on vacation. So this is the plexiglass, as I'm about to work on it to fit perfectly on the top of my Marine Land 75-gallon tank. Another look as I prepare to work on this plexiglass. I put the painter's tape across the top there where I'm going to cut to prevent the plexiglass from splitting up. As you can see, I'm still busy here at work. I also had to incorporate my jigsaw because I had to cut a rectangular hole approximately 2.5 inches by 1.5 so that the food can fall through into the water inside the tank. Here's a perfect look of the finished product. This is the plexi as it fits perfectly on top of the tank, and I'm pointing to that rectangular hole I spoke of earlier. So here is a photo showing you how the automatic feeder fits on the plexiglass. I was so lucky that with the plexiglass fitted in there, I can still put my glass top. So all I gotta do is open up the top and leave it like that. So there's no chance of fish jumping out or anything because everything is covered. So if you look closely, you'll see the feeder is sitting on top of the plexiglass and the glass top is on top of the plexi also. So that's great. In this photo, you see how the plexi that I made for the 10-gallon tank fits. Also had to make that rectangle hole just like I did for the 75-gallon tank. Just wanted to mention, remember each feeder comes with the 2 different food containers. One is about half the size of the other, so I used the larger one for the 75-gallon tank, and in this photo you see this is the smaller one that I'm using for the 10-gallon tank. I also made the adjustments to suit on the amount of food. This wonderful automatic feeder is available on Amazon. That's where I got it from. The standard version is $22.98 and the Wi-Fi version is $34.98. The standard works fine for me. I hope I've covered everything about this little feeder. Like I said before, I'm not sponsored or anything by this. I just thought I'll make a video on it because it's so simple and works so great. If you guys think of anything that I might have missed or any questions, just don't feel free, I should say, to leave a comment. And I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hope you find this video was helpful. This is a great way to feed your wet pets when you're on vacation. Alright, thank you guys for watching and have a great day. I just wanted to mention that this little feeder works so great, this Dxophiex feeder, that when I got back from vacation I just left it and let it run and to feed the fish automatically, but then I figured it's also always better to interact with your pets. So I finally took it off after about a week after I got back. I went back to feeding normally.